Hello, Sean Sands from Gamers with Jobs here. Uh, back with a little more Kerbal Space Program here. It's been a while since it's been a while since I've played it. Um, but Squad just released the new 1.1 version, there's the first sort of full major patch release since the launch, and it's got a ton of stuff in it. Content wise, there's definitely some good stuff, and I want to go over just sort of the outline of what's in the update here, and probably play a little bit. Probably could do with a new career or something. But a couple of things. Upgraded to the Unity 5 engine, which immediately, like it's been a while since I played, but like everything just immediately sort of seems crisper. But it also means it just runs a lot better, particularly with the physics engine involved. Also, I'm playing the 64-bit version, so they have a x64 release on Unity 5 that just makes everything like so much punchier, so much cleaner, so much less jittery. Even running a pretty solid rig. If you had a spaceship with a lot of parts, 100 or 300 parts, you could quickly see some pretty significant slowdown and frame rate hitches. But just the visuals, it just feels a little bit cleaner. Also in this patch, they've updated their training and scenarios. I probably won't go through this in detail here, but there's a lot of things in Kerbal Space Program now that are supporting new players, which I think is so good. Certainly in the pre-release, the early access version, it was very much a game that you learned sort of by failure, learned by trial and error. You had to kind of have that mentality of going somewhere else to find out the things you did wrong and the things that are available to you to do even simple stuff like orbiting or getting to the moon. Much less visiting some of the other planets that are out there. They've really done a great job of updating the training available to you, so you can actually, understand how to do some basic orbiting and orbiting mechanics. Understand how to get to the moon and back. And even do docking and asteroid redirect missions. This is really cool. And for people who have, a little bit more expertise, they've added some scenarios too. Doing an EVA, exploring various planets, orbits, like just various stuff to kind of give you some objective, something to actually try to do, and get results from it, as opposed to just sort of playing the broader campaign, the broader career. But I'm going to start a new game here, and we'll just call it GWJ Plays Career. I'm going to pick a flag. What flag shall I fly? I shall fly the flag of rings. I don't know why. Just looks cool. Lots of difficulty options. I don't think there's any missing crews respawn. Nah. Permadeath is the only way to go. Lots of different, you can set difficulties and do a lot of custom stuff here, but let's dive in. Some other things that are in this update. Major UI, thank you. Nice to see you too, Gene. Sort of a solid UI overhaul here. Particularly, these buildings now, the different buildings where you can do research and development, and the VAB, the space plane hangar, the launch pad, mission control where you get your missions from. Just a lot easier, a lot more natural. A big update right over here, the KSPedia, which is, oh, this is so good. I mean, just like I was saying, there's a lot of updates here to provide an easy way of finding out information for new players. So, understanding what you're seeing in the different buildings, and understanding, when you're looking at a part. what is all this information? Where is everything? How does it work? Understanding how to do symmetry. There's a variety of a lot of great information in here. Which is good because the game is kind of full of lots of these things. Like EVAs. I remember the first 10 times I did EVAs. It gets kind of hard to figure out, okay, what are all the controls for this? I remember doing an EVA and then I just floated off because I didn't know how to turn my jetpack on. I had to like pause the game and go look up your YouTube channel to figure out how to fly back. So tons of really, really, really good information here. Understanding like the apoapsis versus periapsis. What these different symbols mean. I remember the first time, these symbols popped up. I'm like, well, that's super cool. I don't know what any of this does. This is really cool. I love those as additions. So let's get we know what the missions are going to be. But let's go ahead and get the missions that we know are inevitable. So as I understand it, there's also been some update to the mission system. More missions in here, I believe, and better matching of, I think there's some like learning procedures in here that pop up more of the kinds of missions you tend to take and complete. So it'll be giving you things you presumably like to do more often, which I also love. We'll do the very, very basic. So, the core of the game has not changed. Particularly in the career mode, it is you start off with a very small amount of money and no science, and you need to kind of complete missions and complete achievements to, slowly grow your available systems. Right now we only have the very basic of parts. We don't have the giant mainsail rocket. We don't have nuclear engines. We don't have aeroplane, aerodynamics and plane parts. So you take these missions and you complete various things, and you go. And the first one we're going to do, we'll just gather some scientific data from Kerbin. So we really don't need anything more than that, I don't think. We'll launch with that. So this is Mission Completion 101 here. We are going to... Oh, love this. Okay, so when you right-click on here, you get this little pop-up. I can't tell you how many times I've been, you're in space and you're trying to take a temperature reading, and you just, the ship's kind of spinning and you just can't quite find where to click on there, and this thing will move around. You can actually take this over here now. This is movable, and you can pin it in place. So no matter what I do here, that's always going to be there until I, click it off or whatever. That's a great just sort of quality of life change. So we'll do a crew report. And we can see if we had a transmitter on here, we'd get our science. So we'll keep experiment. Can we do an EVA? Ooh, look, also nice little shadows in here. Like I said, everything just feels a little crisper, a little cleaner. I got to remember how to do the controls again. There we go. Okay. Climb out. Nope, jump off. There you go. And we'll do an EVA report. Keep that. And we'll get back on. And we'll board. Mission successful! All future missions will be this successful. This is an auspicious start. We are certain to do great. So yeah, we got all the parts back, got our crew back, got all our science, and now we've got a very, 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 very tiny bit of science. So 4.9. Is that enough to even get anything? Yeah, no, I fell just short. But I can get a new mission. Escape the atmosphere. That probably won't happen right away. So let's actually put something in the air this time. There we go. Yeah, like it's been a while. I got to remember all the controls. So, but if I need help, bam. I almost called it the KSPedia. Nope, different game. Put a tiny rocket on there. Let's not do a dumb thing and forget parachutes, because that would be bad. We do not need this thing to send us too far too fast. Ooh, I like they've done a little work on the sliders here. I like that. So we're just going to launch a basic rocket, and we'll try and do some no staging. Well, yeah, let's stage. There we go. We're not going to name it anything. This is not worthy of naming. We're going to go ahead and pop open this so we can do a crew report while we're in the air. Now, of course, these have no gimbaling, so we're basically going to go straight up, and we're at the whim of the winds and the earth and various other things. So off we go. And I mean, oh yeah, we've got some control, very minor control, just using the basic, and that's it. That's all we needed. Yep, keep that experiment. Yeah, it's very smooth. Oh, I'm loving this. I mean, it just feels much cleaner. We are going to pull our chute. Oh, so it comes up. I don't think that was a problem. It'll show you the parachute will actually be in red or yellow or green when it's safe to deploy, which is another change just among the several we've talked about that I really like. Definitely have had moments before where I thought I'm going slow enough to deploy the parachute, and then everybody died. It was bad. What's the view look like in here? Yeah, looking good. And C gets you back out of that. I had that moment just now where I'm like, wait, what? How do I think? Is it? And it is. Yes, it's C. So we can time warp here, or physics warp more precisely. Is it period? Yep, period and comma. Speed up and slow down. Very basic. Highly successful. Using, yep, okay. And we're home. Do another EVA. Can't remember if this is a separate biome here. EVA report. Yes, I don't think a spacesuit was necessary. Well, you know what? Nobody asked you, Jebediah. Nobody at all. And then here, can we climb back on? And yeah, cool. Nice job. Oh no, Jeb, come on. You can do this. And board. Nice. Okay, recover vessel. Mission success. Now we got enough science to actually get something done. Okay. Recovered everything, full value, at 98% value. So this is as I recall, and a lot of this is from memory, the value of the parts that you recover is based in their proximity to the actual KSP, this place, Kerbal Center, whatever it's called. So the fact that I was, a little off means I don't get 100% of the value, but I mean, apparently 98% of 576 is 576. I don't know if that's accurate, but it's close enough. Apparently it's rounding up for me. But if I landed on the other side of Kerbin, that would be a lot less. Didn't get any XP. Too bad. Try harder, Jeb. Now we'll do some R&D. We'll get basic rocketry, which provides us the swivel liquid fuel engine, which I believe has moved in the chart. I think it used to be up here in general rocketry. I think the Reliant, which is non-gimbaled. Gimbaling simply, I'm assuming here, simply meaning that... yeah, I'm making sure. Gimbaling meaning that the actual engine can kind of turn and provide some help in turning a certain direction, as opposed to like the solid rocket boosters that are very fixed. You don't move the engine to in any direction for it to kind of guide you in a particular way. It just points whatever it points in one direction, and basically that's up. So we'll get basic rocketry. And we will get engineering so that now we can decouple stuff, and we can also get some additional science. These are 20, 18, 15, so we'll have to do something else. We launched our first vessel. We've completed, I I think that's a new icon. So for launching our first vessel, we got a tiny bit of science and some Kerbal bucks. We gathered data, and we broke some milestones. We performed an EVA. Okay, well, it gave me 3,200 for opening a door. Man, wish more people would give me $3,200 for opening a door. We performed the first of one of our experiments, broken the speed record, launched our first vehicle, cleared 1,000, 2,000, returned to the surface, and so on. So it gives you this nice kind of starter boost here to and some sense of accomplishment for having done basic. Oh, nope. We are going to need another mission. All right. No, I don't really feel like I don't really feel like doing these. I haven't liked the focused observational surveys as much. It's better, obviously, with the spaceplane parts. Anything we can test in flight, suborbital. Test the booster in flight. Test the parachute. Oh, well, yeah, we can test the parachute in flight. Where do we have to be? 1,000 to 8,000 at a ordinary speed. All right, well, we will do that then. So we will take our existing rocket. Let's get some. It's going to give us some science options now. I keep dragging. I gotta remember that's not how this works. Actually, we won't need that unless it's there. Ugh. I've totally forgotten everything I knew about KSP. So we will put our Science Junior on. We will put a goo canister on. We aren't going to need a heat shield at this point, but we will. It's the Mark 16 parachute we're testing, right? Mark 16, yeah. Nope, we already have it on there, so we won't do that. Decoupler. And we're going to need some liquid fuel. More liquid fuel. No, that's enough for now. We don't need to go very high right now. And our rocket, our swivel rocket. Good. I think that's got everything I want. And actually, we're just going to first do a little on-the-ground science. We don't have anything to hold us up, so it'll be important not to tip over. Observe material bay. 7.5 science there. Observe goo canister on the launch pad. Goo doesn't seem to be doing much right now. Excellent. Good mission. Same mission again. Let's do it again. All right, good job. Now we'll actually go up into the air. All right, now how much the goo can, let's see, 1, 2, 3. The staging's right. How much, I don't remember how much this weighs. Yeah, we're gonna put that over here, lock that into place. We'll put this over here, lock that into place. And our mission is between 1,000 and 8,000, so that'll be fine. Man, I got a lot more, probably have a lot more fuel than I need. Yeah, I'll just go up to about 2,000 or 3,000. I don't even want to go full throttle. That should be plenty fine. Here we go. Jeb, hold on tight. Kind of squirrely on me. Oh yeah, Jeb's a pilot. He can do SAS. See, it's the basic stuff. And let's get to the ocean this time. Oh, don't flip over. There we go. That's plenty. Observe material bay. Observe goo. Good. Goo jiggles and wobbles as the craft flies. The less resilient samples appear to have splattered around the interior, forming new and interesting color combinations. All right. And we will just go ahead and detach. And we'll speed up a bit. And we're beginning to fall. We want to get between, how fast? We want to be going, oh, yeah, we can totally do it anytime. No, we need to be going at least 110. And we're now going 110. So parachute safe to deploy. And we did it. Excellent. Mission. Yeah, and we'll land in the thing. Don't need that anymore. How do you close this? Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. It's an exaggerated camera angle. Do I need that? How do I do maybe want to get rid of that. I'll have to figure that out. So I can switch one. I just don't know how to. Oh no! We're not gonna land in the water. No water science for us this time. And we can turn SAS off, which I do by pressing T. And we'll get a little spin. Speed up warp physics a bit. Quick save, just for fun. We haven't escaped the atmosphere yet. No, we have not done that. Don't judge me. Slight spin. So we should be going slow enough. I think this can sustain 6 meters per second. It's sandy, so it should be fine, right? Yeah, it's fine. Good job. And I'm pretty sure. I didn't do I never remember that. Is this a different crew report? Yeah, Kerbal Shores. I forgot to do a crew report in space. Well, space. By space, I mean about 8,000 feet up. Look at all these successful missions. I'm the best KSP player the world has ever known, clearly. So yeah, we only recovered part. Obviously, we didn't recover our parts that we detached and that blew up, so we don't get the refunds for those, but we do get the refunds for these. And still no XP gain. All right. What else do we want to do? Let's see. Anything we can test on landed suborbital, in-flight, flee solid booster. At the launch site. Yep. Might as well go ahead and do that real quick, and we can just get a bunch of money. Not a bunch, but some. So broke some more records. Speed record, altitude. We're doing great. Thumper solid rocket booster. And this is easy. Just put this right on the top of this. Now we don't want to go launching necessarily. We're just testing it. Get all that pesky fuel out of there. And launch. All right. Good launch. Success. Recover. Nice test, guys. You really nailed that one. I love those. So easy. It's just a minor amount. It's not a ton of experience or money or whatever. Experience? Not an RPG. What do we want to get? We got 56 to spend. Well, I think general rocketry is a must. I do like, except I kind of want these radial decouplers. Can we get both of these? What would we be missing in survivability? Well, heat shield for one. Radiator panel, a radially attached radiator panel to help dissipate heat into space. Interesting. Is that a problem? Well, I don't know the use case for that yet. Service bays are nice. It's basically a little space that you can put stuff in, your basic landing struts, and your side parachutes. Actually, we probably will go with this, and then that leaves us with 41. Oh yeah, we can get both of these. We can get all 3 of these. Bam. And bam. Excellent. And then we're on our way. So that's the starting point for your basic KSP playthrough. Yeah, so this has been sort of an overview primarily of the 1.1 features. Might keep going with this. As just a short series for KSP 1.1. Feels real good to get back in. I didn't mean to do that. Feels real good to get back in this game. Like I realize that I've missed this game particularly in the run up to 1.1. This all started when somebody emailed the Gamers with Jobs conference call show asking if I was excited about 1.1 release, and my answer was, I'm not sure I am. I haven't paid a lot of attention to it, but it got me thinking about Kerbal Space Program and how much I enjoyed it. And I started kind of reading up on it. And so I found myself just getting more and more excited about it. Like, I want to jump back in. I want to land on the moon. I want to go to Duna. I want to do all those things. So it's fun, and all the better that they've really, like, we'll test it more rigidly later on as we have bigger ships and more complicated systems, and really, give the physics engine its workout. But it just right off the bat, it feels crisper, it feels better. If you've never played KSP, now is a great time to start. Also, with the addition of, it's really fleshed out now that it has all this stuff that can help you understand the many mechanics of the game, and how to take advantage of them. This is great stuff. So yeah, that's a quick look. That's a quick look at Kerbal Space Program version 1.1. My name is Sean Sands, and I'll see you soon.